Good morning, friends. Welcome back to our Professional Ethics and Human Values class. Unit 2, right? Let me share some screen to you all. Today's class, Human Dignity. So, in this Professional Ethics and Human Values class, so Unit 2, today's class, Human Dignity. Already we completed human rights, fundamental duties, as and emotional intelligences, Solveig and Mayer's model. And emotional competencies, we have Daniel Goleman's model also we discussed. And Constantinius already discussed. So today's class, human dignity. And next class, and we will end up this session with the two topics. So customs and traditions, we have the next class. And the last class is aspirations and harmony, I, we, and the nature. So aspirations and the harmony, I, we, and the nature. These are the two topics we have in the next two sessions, customs and traditions, aspirations. So now human dignity. So within these two classes, after this class, we have two classes. Then we will end up this unit 2 and we will enter to the third unit, right? So today's class, human dignity. So already we discussed this thing, emotional intelligence. Please remember, this emotional intelligence is very, very important thing. So these are the few factors and few ways to increase our emotional qualities and emotional intelligences, right? So balancing our and controlling of our emotions through conducting or through do survey of our personal inventory. So personal inventory means check ourselves. So analyze the settings and identify skills needed to develop our emotional balance. Next, enlist trusted friends. Just I want to recollect these important points because emotional intelligence is very, very important. Controlling of our emotions is very, very important in our personal life, right? And next, focus on competencies. Practice until you will get control upon your emotions. Next, be observer and reflect in your actions. So observe others and their emotions, how they controlling their self, and observe this thing and adapt something and apply this knowledge in your personal life to control your emotions, right? So that's why this is the way to observe others and reflect the same thing in your life to control your emotions, right? Next, don't expect immediate results and also don't expect anything in your life. Learn from your mistakes, acknowledge your success. These are the few different ways or factors to develop our emotional balances. Already we discussed these all the topics, fundamental human rights. Already we discussed this very important topic, ethical decision making. So last class we discussed this thing. Last two classes, value education, right? These are the methods: direct, indirect approaches, curricular and co-curricular approaches, integrated approaches. Combination of these two, curricular and non-curricular, or curricular and co-curricular. These two combination, and then we will get the integrated approach. Already we discussed in the last class, need of the value education, benefits of the value education towards the student academic results, and benefits or importance of value education, right? So these are the different ways or different sources to learn the value education through our family, through peer groups, through community, through schools and mass media, through lifelong education, mass education. So these are the different ways to learn the value education. So now class is coming to human dignity. Human dignity. So what is meant by human dignity and how we will get the human dignity? Just we have a quotation, right? Our morals and religions and political traditions are united in their respect for the dignity of human life. So if we want to get dignity of our personal life, then we need to have and we need to develop morals and ethics, right? And traditions. So there, these morals, ethics, and values reflected in our attitude and our manner, our behavior. Then our good behavior and our good manner will lead to gain the dignity. So that is here dignity, human dignity. So now coming to the meaning of human dignity. Human dignity is the recognition that human beings acquire or having or hold, human beings having a special value built in their self. So special value of humanity in their self. So and as such are precious of respect simply because they are human beings. So this is the meaning of human dignity. So simply look at me. So simply human beings having humanity in their self. Once again, I want to repeat it. Human beings, as a human beings, we should have humanity in ourselves. Humanity feeling, humanity in ourselves. Then automatically we will gain the human dignity. Human dignity. So simply, we should have the ethics and we should have the morals and we should have the values. And not only having, but also reflect these good values into the society. Into the society. So for this purpose, we should have the humanity. We should have the humanity. So simply build in their humanity. So build in humanity in ourselves. Build in humanity in ourselves. Then reflect it humanity to the society and to the insider people. Then automatically we will gain the human dignity. Human dignity. So dignity means here get the respect from others. Respect and caring by others. So this is called as here human dignity. If we want to have dignity, then automatically we should have and we should build humanity in ourselves. Then only this dignity we will get from the society and we will get dignity, human dignity from our insider peoples, right? So here look at the some factors influencing the human dignity. So we should have the equality, right? Equality. So not comparing others based upon their gender, male or female. Don't treat the people indifferent. So just treat all people are equal, right? Don't consider and don't remember the person's genders and the person's caste and the person's religion and the person's income levels. These are the different criteria and discriminations. So we don't focus these types of discriminations, right? So just we maintain equality in all over the people. Just it is one of the factor to have the dignity, human dignity. And coming to the next point, communication. So through the proper communication with all others, then automatically we will gain the human dignity from the society as well as through the proper communication, we will get the human dignity from our insider people also, right? So here, society means, already I told you in the previous classes, society means here 4 categories are concerned here. First one, friends, relatives, neighbors, and unknown persons. These are the 4 categories: friends, relatives, neighbors, and unknown persons. These are the 4 categories are concerned here, society. So, and next, insider people. Insider people means here father, mother, brothers, and sister, life partner. These 5 categories are concerned here, insider peoples. So here we want to gain the dignity from insider peoples and outsiders, means society. So from these 2, we want to get the dignity. We should have communication, proper communication with the insider peoples and the society. And we need to maintain equality in front of insider peoples and outsiders, means society. So we should maintain equality and we should have the proper communication. Then we will get the human dignity, right? Next, the factor is thing is here, thankfulness. So thankfulness, having the thankfulness in our mind about or towards the help given by the other people or insiders, or it may be outsiders. So whoever will help you, then you should have the feeling of thankfulness towards them and towards their help. Thankful feeling, thankfulness. Next, helping the needy. It is another part, another factor to develop human dignity is here, that is helping needy. So whoever needy is there, just to we want to and we should give helping and we should give supporting hands to them. Then we will get the human dignity, right? Next, respect others. Just we should give respect to others and then we will gain the respect from others. Once again, I want to repeat, we should give respect to others. Either it may be inside the people or it may be the society or outside the people. So just we give respect to others and then we will gain the respect from others. So it is another factor of to gain the human dignity. And next thing, sharing and the caring. So sharing. So share your money or your clothing, your food to needies. Who? To needies. So caring about others. So caring and sharing is a 2 major important factors to build the human dignities, to increase the human dignity levels, right? So caring, so and sharing. So this caring and sharing, respect, helping the needy, thankfulness is the humanity factors. Am I right? So we need to build humanity in ourselves. So we need to build these all characteristics or these all factors in ourselves. Then only we will get the dignity. So that is the human dignity, right? So coming to the next point here, freedom. So just we don't focus upon restrictions upon others. We don't punish the others. We just give freedom to all other people, right? Just don't putting any restrictions and conditions about the work or about the talking or about the each and every common tasks in our personal life. Don't focus upon restrictions and punishments. Don't give the punishments to others. Just give the freedom and free hands to them. Then we will gain human dignity, right? The freedom. Next, well-being. Just well-being is another factor to have the human dignity. And next, coming to, we should maintain good relationships with the insider peoples as well as outsiders. That means society. So we should have the good relations with others, right? should have the good relation with the parents, and we should have good relationships with the brothers and sisters, and we should have good relation with the wife and husbands, right? Life partner and child. And we should have a good relation. We should maintain good relation with the friends and relatives of us, and we should take care and we should help in towards the others, and we should maintain good relationship with the unknown persons, right? So this maintenance of good relations is one of the key factors to increase our human dignity. Next, coming to the forgiveness, it is very, very important theme. Forgiveness. Forgiveness means here in Telugu, kshaminchadam. So forgive the others' mistakes. Forgive the others' mistakes. So that's the major point is here, forgive. If you forgive others' mistakes, then you will forgive your mistakes from others, right? So forgive others and then you will forgive by others. So next, the major 2 points are here, trust and faith. Trust and faith. These both are the synonyms to each other. Trust means just you put faith upon others. So faith means you will have trust upon others, right? So this is the difference between these two. Trust and faith. These are the another 2 points will leads to having the human dignity and build the human dignity. And coming to the cooperation and coordination with others. Cooperate with others and coordinate with the others. So this cooperation, giving cooperation and giving coordination with others. So this is another point to develop human dignity. Human dignity. So our morals and religious and political traditions related to the respect for the dignity of human life. And human dignity is the recognition of that human beings acquired having hold a special value built in their self humanity. So and such are precious of respect simply because they are human beings. So these are the factors influencing to develop our human dignity levels by using and by maintaining equality in the society and in front of insider peoples is one of the factors to develop human dignity. So maintain equality and having proper communication to insider peoples and outsider peoples, and having a thankfulness to insiders and outsiders, and helping the needy who are needy, then we should give the helping hands and support to them and respect others. We should give respect to others and then we will gain the respect from others. And sharing and caring and freedom, give the free hands to others and well-being and maintaining good relationships and forgive others' mistakes, and then you will forgive by others. And trust and faith, give the cooperation and give the coordination with others. So through these all things, we will get human dignity, human dignity. So in our personal life, these are the few factors. But in the workplace dignity, so workplace dignity, so these are the factors. We will get human dignity in our workplace as an employee, as an engineer, as an employee, as an engineer, right? We should have dignity in our workplace. So that is called as here workplace dignity. As an employee, as a worker, or as an engineer, we should gain the dignity, human dignity in our workplace, right? So that is the workplace dignity. So to develop a workplace dignity, to build, to increase our human dignity in our workplace after getting a job, then these are the factors. These are the factors to get a human dignity in our workplace after getting in the job, right? So first one, trust and respect. The individual's perception about how one is being respected and trusted at the workplace. So here, simply, this is one of the best factor to gain dignity in our workplace is that individual perception about how one is being respected and trusted at the workplace. Just we should know and we are able to know how to get respect from others, how to trusted at the workplace. We should able to learn these two things, how to get respect from others and how to trusted by others in our workplace. So it is only by we should have the humanity and these all other factors in the previous slide we discussed. So if you have humanity and these all things, then automatically we get respect from others and trusted by others in our workplace, right? Trusted and respected. And next, already we discussed in this previous slide equality. So here also equality. So in our workplace, we should maintain equality with our colleagues and with our subordinates, with our hierarchies. So in our workplace, the total work environment should be equal. So not focusing upon the favoritisms, not focusing upon the partialities, not focus upon the caste feelings, not focus upon the religion feelings and gender feelings, right? So branch feelings, area feelings, color complexions, these are the different ways. So we don't focus upon these dirty different ways, and we should focus upon equality in our workplace. Just to treat all or the one, right? So don't do the favoritisms and partialities. So don't do any politics in our workplace, right? So that is the point is here equality. If we maintain equality in our workplace, then automatically we will get the dignity in our workplace, right? Equality. Equality is very important, right? Next, coming to the self-esteem. So self-esteem means here individual's perception about one's worth and self-value being perceived at the workplace. So self-esteem means here simply such type of ego. So one's worth. So individual's perception about one's worth. So the employees will feel I am the great. I have more abilities than compared with all others, and I am able to do anything. So I am the one. I am the right. I am the king. So these are the different types of negative perceptions about their self. So don't focus upon these types of egos, these types of negative versions. Just be friendly with all us, right? So individual perception about one's worth. So don't discourage yourself and don't express yourself, right? So don't put you down and don't put you up, right? Just treat all others are equal, right? So don't have the egos and more self-respect. Next, fair treatment. So here, individual perception about any discrimination, injustice, or unfair treatment in the workplace. So it is another important and key factor to destroy the human dignity in the workplace. So just we need to develop human dignity in workplace, then we need to have the fair treatment, So fair treatment is here, not having the discrimination, not having the unfair treatments in the workplace. So not having the injustice. So just not having discrimination. So discrimination means, so don't be equal. Just having partiality, having politics and having favoritisms. So treating based upon the caste based and treat others based upon their religion, treat the all others based upon the gender based, income level based. So this means discrimination. So the quite opposite word of equality is discrimination. So discrimination and equality, these two words are opposite to each other. So equality means here maintain all are equal. Discrimination means not maintain all are equal. Just focus upon the caste or religion or income level or gender based or religion based or area based or branch based. So treating these all persons based upon these different types of classifications. That is called as discrimination. But we don't focus upon discrimination. Just we should maintain equality in all the company, in all the workplace. And injustice. Injustice means wrong justification, wrong judgment. So don't have the wrong judgment. Don't have a wrong justice and unfair treatments. So fair treatments means formal and accurate treatments. Unfair means wrongful things, wrongful thoughts, wrongful decisions, wrongful justice, wrongful judgments. So upon others. So don't do discriminations, don't do injustice, simply wrong justifications, and don't do unfair treatments in the workplace. Then we will get the workplace dignity. And last one is here autonomy. So autonomy means just giving the free hands to the employees. Free hands. So here look at this point. Individual perception about one's freedom of expression and decision making at the workplace. So here giving about one's freedom, giving the freedom. So one's freedom of expression and decision making at the workplace. So here freedom of expression and also freedom in making a decision. So these are the two things we need to have in the autonomy. So perception about one's freedom in making a decision and one's freedom in expression of his thoughts to all others. So these are the 2 points we should consider here as autonomy. So trust and respect, equality, self-esteem, fair treatment, and autonomy. These are the 6 steps to gain and to build human dignity in our workplace. As an employee, after getting the job, we need to concentrate these all things: trust, respect, equality, self-esteem, fair treatment, and autonomy. These are the few factors. After we'll get in the job, then we need to concentrate these all things. Then we will get dignity in our workplace. Dignity in our workplace. So here, these are the factors in human dignity. These are the some factors for workplace dignity, right? That is all about human dignity, right? So at this up to now, we discussed about human dignity. So the major root cause is here to develop human dignity, just to have humanity in our self, we should develop humanity. So in this human dignity, we have 2 aspects. First thing, human dignity and workplace dignity. These are the 2 types. So we should focus upon these 2 things: human dignity and workplace dignity. So human dignity means just respecting others, forgiveness, equality maintenance, good communication, relation maintenance. These are the few factors to develop human dignity in front of the society and in front of the insider peoples. So in front of the father, mother, brothers and sisters, life partner and children. These are the insider peoples. And the outsider peoples means friends, relatives, neighbors, and unknown persons. These are the outsider persons. Or also all These persons are also known as society. So in front of the society and in front of the insider peoples, we need to have these factors, then we will get the human dignity. But in the part of workplace dignity, so in front of the colleagues, in front of the subordinates, in front of the hierarchies in our workplace. So then already we discussed some points, trust and respect, next equality, next fair treatment. These are the few factors to gain workplace dignity. Workplace dignity. So this workplace dignity is focusing upon the workplace human beings. So means employees of our workplace. So colleagues, subordinates, hierarchies, these are the people who belongs to the workplace. So we show these factors to upon these all other persons, then we will get the human dignity in workplace. So human dignity is focusing upon the society and insider people, and the workplace dignity is focusing upon workplace people, means colleagues, subordinates, and hierarchies. So this is all about the human dignity, and another type is here workplace dignity. So this is all about human dignity, right? So we'll meet in the next class with the customs and traditions, and then we will meet in another topic with aspirations of human beings. These two topics are we have in the unit 2. After completion of these two classes, then we will enter the third unit. Right? Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.